technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Vitech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Bouse Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
Good evening and welcome to Hazel Green, Wisconsin, home of the Southwestern Wildcats. Wildcats hosting Mineral Point in an SWAL SWAL Conference showdown. The number 2 versus number 3 team in the conference standings as we speak. And speaking of rankings, the Southwestern Wildcats are also the 10th ranked team in the state in Division 5 boys basketball. So we have a dandy in store for you tonight. Welcome to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show, presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersections of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. We're going to visit with both head coaches. Coming up next, Clint Nimitz of Southwestern and Brent McGraw, head coach for Mineral Point. He'll join us right after this break here on Extreme 107.1 WPVL and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Pregame 1. Nursing assistants are the heart of healthcare, the steady hands and listening ears patients rely on. If you feel called to care, Southwest Tech's CNA course in Fenimore can help you begin. This newly added daytime course runs from February 6th through April 3rd with in-person labs, online theory, and clinicals at a long-term care facility. Register by January 30th at swtc.edu/GoCNA. Southwest Tech. Education as unique as you.
Hi, this is Doug Dolter with Dubuque Mattress. Mattresses are not something that you should have to unbox and set up yourself. Frankly, they're cumbersome. That's why at Dubuque Mattress, we deliver, set up, and get rid of the old mattress for you. And it's not just for people in Dubuque. We deliver just about anywhere. Chicago, Des Moines, Minneapolis, Kansas City, or anywhere in between. So, when it's time for you to get a new mattress, let Dubuque Mattress take care of all of it for you. Dubuque Mattress, for the rest of your life.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Escape the winter chill at Mount View RV's Cabin Fever Weekend, Friday, January 30th through Sunday, February 1st. See their impressive selection of new 26 and 25 models inside their spacious showroom and enjoy 20% off more in-stock parts and accessories. Mount View RV has the top brands of new and used travel trailers and fifth wheels at the biggest RV event of the season, January 30th through February 1st only at Mount View RV. Family owned since 1998, exit 26 off Highway 151.
Main Event Catering is redefining what it means to host an unforgettable event. Whether you want a full-service catering with complete setup and teardown or a simple drop-off delivery, Main Event Catering makes hosting easy. From casual gatherings to elegant celebrations, enjoy delicious cuisine including party trays, boxed lunches, and appetizers. We offer vegetarian, vegan, and gluten-free options too. We'll bring your vision to life so you can focus on the moment. Main Event Catering at the Holiday Inn in Dubuque.
Pregame 1.
Hey, we're back on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. You're on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Rob Spangler joined by Brent McGraw, head coach for Mineral Point. The Pointers
on the road tonight in a SWAL showdown to take on Southwestern. This is the number 2 and 3 team in the conference, just behind Darlington, of course. This is a big one, isn't it, Coach?
Well, in our league, I think, we found in the last years, everyone's a big one. And, especially when you had a quality opponent like Southwestern, and they always seem to have guys that are ready to play, and they're very well coached. We just got to be prepared to play tonight.
Now, the earlier matchup back on December 12th, razor thin. You guys win by 2 points, about as tight as it gets. Do you expect much of the same tonight? Do you expect a different kind of game? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I would prefer a game we win by 20, but I just when you see a team once and then you play them again, I think both coaches try to do chess match and try to think we may have things that we can do to prevent them from scoring. I'm sure they're doing the same thing. So it's always tough. Offensively, defensively, I expect a good battle tonight for sure.
Now, as far as your team is concerned, what improvements do you feel like you guys have made to this point? Because obviously, I would assume both teams have gotten better. But what do you think, Mineral Point has really kind of honed in on as the season's gone on?
I think one big thing we've done is we've gotten a lot of contributions from different guys. In the first few games, we had 2 guys did a lot of our scoring, and we still do. But other guys that are making major contributions, 4, 6, 8 points, more rebounds. We're getting, a lot more rebounds from guys too, and we've closed that margin and out rebounded a number of teams recently. So I would say those are 2 things that we've really improved on.
Now, as far as Southwestern, I did get a chance to see them earlier this week. They defeated Lancaster Monday night, a pretty impressive win. The thing that jumped out at me, and I'm sure you remember it from the first time around, great team speed, getting up and down the court. But I think that's something you guys don't mind doing either. So is this a stylistically matchup that you like?
Yeah, I think in the end, we kind of got to be who we are, and we want to kind of do things. We'll take opportunities to go and play fast. Other times we're going to get a great shot. And I think what I really like about our guys is they don't really get rattled. If one team wants to play one way or another way, we'll just kind of play how the game's played and make those adjustments on the fly.
All right. Thanks again, Coach, for your time. Best of luck tonight and the rest of the year.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. That's Brett McGraw joining us, head coach for Mineral Point, here on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show on Extreme 107.1. More after this.
Pregame 2.
Are high bank fees draining?
People State Bank.
Using your debit maintenance fees?
With People's checking account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work your money in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Here at Extreme 107.1, we love giving you things. A great mix of music, entertainment, and of course, free stuff. If you participate in any of our giveaways and contests, remember,
you're going to talk and talk fast.
Contests are generally open to U.S. residents 18 years or older and reside within our terrestrial listening area. Other age restrictions may apply. You can only win once per 30 days or once per promotion or contest. Employees, agents, and affiliates of the station, Queen Bee Radio Inc., Morgan Murphy Media, contest sponsors, other radio, television, and print advertising companies are ineligible to win. Other restrictions apply. No purchase necessary. All entries completed or blank. Any and all materials pertaining to a contest are the property of Queen Bee Radio. Prize winners have 30 days to pick up their prize at the Queen Bee Radio offices. 51 News Drive in Platteville, Wisconsin, 53818. Bring your ID. A signature may be required. Unclaimed prizes will be disposed of at the discretion of Queen Bee Radio. All decisions are final. Winners are responsible for all taxes, fees, usage charges, tariffs, or other fees associated with their prize. Queen Bee Radio makes no guarantee of any awarded prizes and is released from all liability. A full list of our general contest rules can be found online at x1071.com or at the Queen Bee Radio offices.
Save big and everything for your next project now at Menards. We have everything you need for updating your window treatments. Refresh your home today with blinds and shades from Window Images, including vinyl, aluminum, and faux wood blinds, cellular shades, and more. And you get them trimmed to width in store for free. View our entire selection of window treatments on Menards.com. Plus, check out our weekly flyer and find all the great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Pregame 2.
And we're back on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show here on Extreme 107.1. We're joined by the head coach for the Southwestern Wildcats, that is Clinton Nimitz. And Coach, you host Mineral Point. This is game number 2 against the Pointers. Of course,
The first go-around was way back in December. I would imagine a lot of things have changed for both teams, but that was a very close game, a 2-point loss. What are some things that maybe you learned from that first matchup, or things that you've corrected coming into this one that you think can make the outcome different for your team?
Yeah, it's certainly nice to have tape on them this time. We were their first game that night, and they came out like they hadn't played for a month and full of energy. We had no idea what we were kind of walking into, and I thought our guys responded pretty well. So knowing a little bit more about them now, I feel a lot more comfortable, but they're a good basketball team. The Ashelman kid is outstanding with the ball in his hands. They got guys that just do their jobs, and they're well coached. So, it's a very prideful school. We have to be, at our very best tonight. And I think we just learned a lot about ourselves that night, things that we had to work on, and we've had a couple checkpoints since then too.
Absolutely. The win earlier this week, Monday night, I was there up in Lancaster. An impressive win. Lancaster had kind of jumped out on you guys, and then you came back and finished strong and really held them off down the stretch. That was, I don't know how you felt about it, but I thought that was a pretty impressive road win for your club.
Yeah, absolutely. I was very happy with the guys. The defensive performance was top of the line. The Hermson kids averages 20, 22. Williams, he's got, 16 a game. They're averaging about 75 points a game. And for us to hold them to 56 or 58 is just a testament to our guys and what they do defensively. Going up there where I've seen some real clunker shooting performances. I thought our guys just played with great poise offensively, and we took what they were giving us and, made big plays down the stretch.
Yeah, talking about your team coming into tonight's matchup, everything is still in front of you. I would imagine that you talk to the guys about, hey, we can still win the conference. Currently in third, right behind Mineral Point, but, obviously right behind them just because of the head-to-head loss. So, you win tonight, and boom, you're right back up there, and obviously Darlington's still yet to come.
Yeah, I brought up to the guys last night. I said, we don't come out and perform tonight. We are going to be playing for third place the rest of the season. So we need to make sure that we are buttoned up with everything we've worked on the past couple days. The conference Darlington is very superior, I think, in our conference. The rest of it is a challenge every single night, which is great. It's what makes our conference so great. So I'm excited for tonight, not worried about next Tuesday at Iowa Grant, and I just want to see our kids play again.
All right. Best of luck against Mineral Point, Coach. If you have time, come on, stop and visit with us, okay?
Thank you.
All right. That's Coach Clint Nimitz joining us with the Southwestern Wildcats. Opening tip right around the corner here on Extreme 107.1.
Pregame 3.
Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Concord, Asheville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Performance promotion at Fuller's Milker Center. For a limited time, trade out your old milking units and liners and immediately benefit by trading up to a better milking performance at substantial savings. Choose from the Gia IQ milking unit or the classic 300E milking unit, both available with a GQ liner package. Plus, save if you need to swap jetter cups too. Contact Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your Gia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center, to find out how you can save big trading out and trading up on new Gia milking equipment technology.
Pregame 3.
And welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. It is Southwestern hosting Mineral Point. It's Swall boys basketball tonight, a primetime matchup. And we are on the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Time to take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Fuller's Milker Center. Fuller's, see their complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup, existing parlor remodel. That's Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at FullersMilkerCenter.com. Let's take a look at the starters for the first visiting Mineral Point Pointers. 10-3 on the year, 5-1 in second place in the ultra-competitive Swall Conference, just behind Darlington. And their starters, number 0, Cole Ripp. He is a senior. Also, number 3, Brett Foster, a senior. Number 10, Aiden Patterson, a sophomore. Number 11, Drew Ashelman, a senior. And number 21, Keaton Dempsey, he is a senior. Now the starters for the Southwestern Wildcats. They're 13-3 on the year. Third in the Swall Conference, 5-2. Just one game back of Mineral Point. And their starters, number 0, Remy Lawrence. He is a 5'10 senior guard. Number 1, Aiden Kelleher, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 2, Carson Splinter, a 5'11 junior guard. Number 22, Caden Demuth, a 6'2 senior forward. And number 34, Drew Martin, a 6-foot senior forward. Those are the starters. Colors of the game brought to you by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 locations to serve your dental needs. Southwestern in their home whites with royal blue letters and numbers. And, of course, Mineral Point in their road baby blues. Blue jerseys, blue tops with white numbers and letters. We take you to center court for the opening tip. And we're underway. It's won by Mineral Point. Soaring in to grab it is Keaton Dempsey. And the Pointers set up offensively first. As dribbling off a screen that time was Dempsey. Lost his dribble for a second. Now to Drew Ashelman, top of the key. Thanks for joining us here on Extreme 107.1, the X, WPVL-FM Platteville, and also those watching on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Rob Spengler on the airwaves, and now a steal, maybe. It goes out of bounds. No, it's going to stay with Mineral Point. Almost a steal by Aiden Kelleher. Knocked it out of bounds, but it'll stay Pointer basketball. Drew Ashelman to inbound. Far side of the court. Now he gets it back. He's dribbling off a screen. Hands it off to Aiden Patterson. Baseline drive left side and powering it up over to Keaton Dempsey. 4-2. And it's 2-0 Mineral Point on top of Southwestern. Just underway here from Southwestern High School in Hazel Green. Rob Spangler bringing you the action on Extreme 107.1 tonight. Glad to be with you. Wildcats setting up their half-court offense. Way outside, it is Carson Splinter setting up the offense. Passes to Demuth. He'll drive into the lane. Cut off. Kicks it out to Drew Martin. Back to Demuth, but he overshot him. A turnover thrown out of bounds. And it'll go back to Mineral Point. First turnover of the game goes against the Wildcats. 2-0. Early Mineral Point on top of Southwestern in Swall boys basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and again on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Deep in the corner, Ashelman. He'll pass it out top of the key to Aiden Patterson. Now rotates over to the right side. Number 21, that's Keaton Dempsey. And the ball is picked off in the lane, stolen by Remy Lawrence. 3 on the other end by Splinter. That one kisses the side of the rim but rolls off, no good. Quickly in transition, it is Ashelman. He has it. Right side, cross-court pass. Fires it to Brett Bossert. Now driving the lane. A lot of contact there. No foul called. And missing from point-blank range was Cole Ripp. Thought there probably should have been a foul there as there was heavy body contact in the paint, but the officials did not agree with me. Southwestern has the ball. Remy Lawrence, top of the key. He'll swing it off left wing to Drew Martin. Deep in the corner. 3-pointer by Kelleher, no good. It's the front inside part of the rim and bounces out. Rebounded by Keaton Dempsey of Mineral Point, and he's bringing it up in transition. Passes it off to Bossert on the right wing. Now Dempsey trying to go around the defender and steps out of bounds, apparently, on the near sideline in front of the Wildcat bench. So Mineral Point turns it over. That's their second turnover. And 2-0 still the score. Southwestern on top, 15-17 to play here in the first half. Low-scoring start to this one. Entry pass to Demuth. Point-blank layup, good. Great over-the-top pass from Aiden Kelleher, feeding Caden Demuth, who puts up the first bucket of the game for the Wildcats. Tie game 2-2. Mineral Point quickly down the floor, and it's stolen. Carson Splinter, layup, other end, good. Splinter read it beautifully, tipped the ball away to get the steal, and then went coast to coast for the layup. 4-2. Wildcats on top. Mineral Point almost turns it over, and they do. Losing it out of bounds on the near side was Aiden Patterson. Another turnover. That's the third turnover of the first half on Mineral Point. Just one on Southwestern so far. It's 4-2. Wildcats leading the Pointers. I just realized this is a battle of dogs versus cats. The Pointer is a dog, and the Wildcats, of course, a cat. Driving baseline, a reverse layup there. No good by Carson Splinter. Stepped out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on Southwestern. Yeah, it's not only a Swall showdown, it's a battle of dogs and cats. Here we go. Good rivalry here in the Swall. 4-2, Southwestern on top of Mineral Point. And it's Pointer basketball. Dempsey drives baseline, passes into the lane, shot in traffic, throwing the foul was Hudson Schroeder. Fouled on the way up. He'll have 2 shots at the line. Foul being assessed to Caden Demuth. It'll be his first. Team's first. In fact, first foul on either team in the first half so far. First free throw is good by Schroeder. 4-3. Southwestern leading Mineral Point on Extreme 107.1 and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us tonight. Rob Spangler from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth. This ball deflected out of bounds. It will stay Southwestern basketball. Ayers Furniture is in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home. What's sure to be the best seat in your house, visit Ayers Furniture and ayersfurniture.com. Our YouTube stream powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical in Lowly Center in Monroe. Inbound, taken by number 2, Carson Splinter. He'll pass it back out to the point to Aiden Kelleher, or to me, Remy Lawrence. Lawrence working off a screen at the top of the key, drives in, kicks it to Demuth. Now left side to Splinter. Bounce pass to Demuth in the lane. Pull-up jumper, back iron, no good. That was a good look, but didn't fall. Still 4-3, Southwestern on top of Mineral Point. Pointer basketball. Keaton Hudson, or Dempsey rather, drives in, now kicks to the corner, and slashing from the far corner, number 10, Aiden Patterson. The sophomore scores his first bucket of the game, and it's 5-4. Mineral Point has taken the lead. Big three, top of the key, Remy Lawrence, no good. Rebound taken by Demuth. Ball is kicked by Keaton Dempsey there. It'll stay Southwestern basketball. They'll inbound baseline left, throwing it in. Drew Martin for the Wildcats. 5-4. Mineral Point a 1-point lead over Southwestern. And Swall boys basketball. Deep three. Top of the key by Splinter, no good. Demuth put back is good. Great box out and rebounding offensively for Caden Demuth underneath and gets it to go. 6-5. The Wildcats up, but now a dribble drive into the lane. Keaton Dempsey powers it up. Again, a lot of contact between Dempsey and the defender, Demuth. They don't call the foul, but Dempsey scores, and it's 7-6 Mineral Point. Now slashing through the lane, it was number 1, Aiden Kelleher. He draws the foul. He'll be shooting 2 at the line with 12:29 to play in this first half. Sub coming into the game for the Pointers here is Thorin Vomstead. At the line. First free throw is good by Aiden Kelleher, his first point of the night. Sub comes in for Drew Martin for Southwestern. That is Landon Ryder off the bench. He's a sophomore guard. Tie game 7-7. 12:29 to play in the first half. Second free throw falls as well for Aiden Kelleher. He's got 2 points now, 8-7. Southwestern a 1-point lead. Drew Asherman brings the ball up the floor, attacks, puts it up and missed it. Nice box out rebound by Caden DeMuth underneath for Southwestern. Pushing it back up the floor, Aiden Kelleher for the Wildcats. Gives it over to Ryder. Ryder off a screen. Looking to attack, now dishes, backdoor pass and driving the lane, but getting blocked underneath. It was Carson Splinter. On the other end, a layup was no good by Dempsey. Goes out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Southwestern. I knew it was right there on the end line. Just a matter of who it went off of. So it'll stay Mineral Point basketball. 8-7, Southwestern up by a point over the Pointers, and now a steal off the inbound. Aiden Kelleher the steal. Layup on the other end, good. That's the one thing, if Southwestern turns you over, they get up the floor so quickly, those transition buckets happen. And now a turnover as Thorin Bamstead travels and commits a turnover on Mineral Point. That's their 5th of the first half. Another sub in, Lucas Foley checks in for DeMuth here for Southwestern with 11:44 to play in the first half. 10-7. Southwestern on top of Mineral Point, controlling for Southwestern. It's Aiden Kelleher. Crosses the timeline, gives it up to Remy Lawrence. Now over to Ryder. Ryder hands it off to Splinter. Splinter pull up from 15, missed it. Nice rebound by Foley underneath. He lost the handle. Now he's going to put it off the glass. He misses that. And the rebound is eventually corralled by Aiden Patterson of Mineral Point. Patterson will push the ball up the floor. Stops his dribble out on the left wing, gives it up to Drew Ashelman. Ashelman working one-on-one with Remy Lawrence. Gets it back out to Patterson. Patterson shoots off the glass, missed it. Rebound ripped down by Aiden Kelleher. Impressive rebound. Euro step in the lane, and the layup is good. What a beautiful move. 6 points for Aiden Kelleher, and a timeout will be taken by Coach McGraw of Mineral Point as they're down 12-7 with 10:57 to play in the first half. And we'll be back after this timeout here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Game 1. Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Down. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Down. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In game 1. We had a foul out of the timeout here on Landon Ryder of Southwestern. Mineral Point will inbound from the baseline. 12-7, Southwestern leading Mineral Point. Swall Boys basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Rob Spangler from the Ayers Furniture broadcast. Ooh, big collision there. Attempting to come over and get the steal was Carson Splinter. He ended up landing on his back, but he's okay. Pops up, man, that one. Gonna have to go to the Cairo for that one. Ouch. 12-7, 5-point lead. Southwestern leading Mineral Point. Pointers inbound at Ashelman. Right wing. Passes it off left side. Patterson looking to attack. Now dishes to the corner. And taking it inside. Pull up jumper is good. Wow, that was a tough one. Off balance for Keaton Dempsey. 6 points for him. Pointers within 3. 12-9 Southwestern. Splinter brings it up, passes up top of the key to Kelleher for Southwestern. Back out to Splinter. He'll launch a 3. Misses. left side on it. Rebound, offensive board for Landon Ryder. Back to Splinter. Another three. This one rims out. And the rebound that time is corralled by Mineral Point. Keaton Dempsey in transition. Dishes. Back Bomstead. Jumper, left side. Good. Doran Bomstead's first bucket. Makes it a 1-point game. 12-11. Southwestern by 1. Southwestern almost commits a turnover there. Splinter passes underneath. It glances off the hands of Sam Martin. He can't contain it. And it'll be a turnover on Southwestern. Now the Wildcats put a couple quick substitutions back into the game. Drew Martin and Caden DeMuth, two of their low post players, sub back in. And taking the inbound pass, it is Aiden Patterson. Bringing the ball up on the far side is Keaton Dempsey. Dempsey looking to attack. Fade away in the lane, no good. Rebound Caden DeMuth of Southwestern. Still 12-11, Southwestern by a point. Into the front court, Ryder passes to the corner to Martin for three. In and out, no good. That was Sam Martin from the right corner. And he does not hit it, so still a 1-point game. Mineral Point attacking. Bamstead. Oh, looked like he traveled. He did. Yeah, his feet slid. I thought, surely going to call a travel there as he drove on the baseline left that time. They don't let you moonwalk on the court, usually. 12-11. Maybe in the NBA. 12-11. Southwestern. Here's a pull-up jumper in the lane. It's no good by Aiden Keller. We do have a whistle underneath, though, and it's a defensive foul on Mineral Point. Looks like it's on number 4. That is Rylan Lee. He just subbed in off the bench. Commits a push in the lane, so Southwestern will hang on to the ball after the miss off the inbound. Taking it, Keller for three. He got it! Aiden Keller finally hits a three-pointer. It had been a little while since the Pointers had hit a three, or since Southwestern, rather, had hit a three. Now a dribble drive ball deflected and stolen here. Picked off by Aiden Kelleher. Kelleher just hit a three a moment ago. Passes right side to Remy Lawrence. Lawrence just about turned it over, gets it back. Now fires to the corner to Drew Martin. He thought about a three. Now he'll drive in. A little helter-skelter here for the Wildcats. Pass to the corner to Martin. Three-pointer from the corner. It's no good. Rebound boarded up by Keaton Dempsey. Dempsey in transition brings it up for Mineral Point. 15-11. Southwestern on top of the Pointers. 7:46 to play. Here comes the dribble drive shot blocked. That was DeMuth with the block on Dempsey. Now a three from the corner is good. By number 10, Aiden Patterson. That's the first three for the Pointers. Back to a 1-point game. Southwestern leading 15-14. Seesaw battle. Pass underneath Sam Martin. Martin spins, puts it up. Good. Nice move. Good footwork underneath by the freshman Sam Martin to get his first basket. 17-14. Southwestern back up by 3. 7:13 to play. Right side, it's Aiden Patterson for the Pointers. Hands it off to Dempsey. Now to Bamstead. Rotates over left wing to Byron Lee, rather. Or Brylan Lee, excuse me. It's a unique name. Got to get used to that. Brylan. Pass underneath Sam Martin. Kisses it off the glass for 2. 19-14. Good court vision that time by Kelleher driving the lane. Ball deflected here. Mineral Point has it in the half court. Spin move by Patterson, and he hits. Tough shot by Aiden Patterson. He's having a good game. 7 points for him in this first half. Leads all Pointers. 19-16. Southwestern by 3. 6:25 to play. First half. DeMuth drives in. Dishes out. Keller, left wing three. No good. Rebound Martin. Martin put back off the glass. Good. Sam Martin starting to get hot. I don't know what happened. The ball bounced awfully high in the air. Hopefully nobody spiked it down. That's a technical, but they did not call that foul if it was. So never mind. 21-16. Southwestern leading Mineral Point. 32nd timeout taken on the floor. We want to thank our sponsors, Community First Bank, first for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com. Member FDIC. Also, McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all of your electrical needs, whatever the need. Agricultural, commercial, residential. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. And Claire Bank, 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Claire Bank says we can do that. Southwest Health, they have over 24 specialty services, more than 50 specialists. So you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Back to action, 21-16. Southwestern leading Mineral Point, 6 minutes to go in the first half. Rob Spangler from Southwestern High School controlling the point as Ashelman. Out at the top of the key, Ashelman hasn't scored a point yet. Pass underneath, and a layup left wide open underneath was Brylan Lee. His first bucket. And the score is now 21-18, Southwestern on top. Wildcats break some pressure. Zone D by Point, Mineral Point. Now 3 for Remy Lawrence. Top of the key. And the Wildcats starting to heat up from downtown, 24-18. On top of Mineral Point. Here comes a spin move on the other end. It's Aiden Patterson. They rotate it to Bossert. Now to Ashelman for 3. He got it! And you knew it was only a matter of time. Drew Ashelman, excellent perimeter shooter. Finally gets it, and Coach McCraw is fired up. Back on the other end. Martin dishes out to Splinter for 3. Misses. Put back. Good by Martin. Boy, Sam Martin is just in the right place at the right time in the low post. He now has 8 points. 26-21 off the bench, and he does not play like a freshman, I'll tell you that. Here's a steal. Ball picked off by Carson Splinter. Splinter just about lost it. Gets it back to Martin. Now Lawrence for 3 in the corner. That one's no good. Rebound Ashelman. 4:26 to play in the half. Ashelman, look at a deal. He'll pull back and shoot another 3. This one is no good. The rebound to Muth. Gets it out to Martin, and now back to the point to Remy Lawrence, who brings it up. Passes it ahead to Splinter. Splinter drives in, dishes to the corner. This is to Ryder. Rotates over to Martin underneath the Muth. The Muth tripled down. Back out to Ryder. Ryder, hook pass into the corner. Splinter for 3. Got it! Carson Splinter's first 3, and now the big 3 guards, Lawrence, Kelleher, Splinter, all have hit from downtown in this first half. Which, if you're Mineral Point, you don't like to see that if they start heating up. Here's a 3 on the other end. This one hits the side of the rim. No good by Brylan Lee. Rebound taken by Southwestern. 29-21. Southwestern leading Mineral Point. Wildcats top of the key. Underneath, Martin. Low post. Missed it from close range. That was a good look. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound boarded up by Cole Ripp of Mineral Point. Gets it back to Ashelman. Ashelman setting up top of the key. Now passes off to the right side to Bossert. Deep in the corner to Brylan Lee. Back out to Ashelman. Long 3 from Ashelman. Oh, halfway down, it popped out. Put back, rejected out of bounds by DeMuth. The putback attempt was from Brylan Lee. He was blocked out of bounds. And some subs come in. Bomstead checks in for the Pointers, and also off the bench, it is Keaton Dempsey. Inbounding baseline left. Ashelman gets it into Dempsey. Under 3 minutes to go. Dempsey drives baseline. He's cut off. Pass between the legs of Cole Ripp. He loses it. Turnover. Southwestern back the other way. It's Aiden Kelleher. Right wing. Ooh. Errant pass intended for Splinter. Sails over his head out of bounds. And there's a turnover on the Wildcats. They have 4, according to my numbers, unofficially. Mineral Point, though, has 9 unofficially in the first half. So that's been a bugaboo for the Pointers here in this first half. 2:35 to play, 29-21. Southwestern leading Mineral Point. Top of the key, Ashelman controls for the Pointers. Gives it back to Bossert. Mostert now into the corner to Dempsey. Back out to Asherman. Passing it around the perimeter. Mostert on the right wing. Now inside Bamstead. Stripped, but a reach-in foul is called. And a foul charge to, I think, Lucas. No. Oh, yeah, he is out there. Lucas Foley. Looks like it is on Lucas Foley, his first. From the corner, taking the inbound, it's Bossert. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Drew Martin of Southwestern. It'll stay Pointer basketball. Now Asherman to inbound for the Pointers. Gets it in. To Thor and Bamstead. Back out to Asherman, top of the key. Rotates left side. Three-pointer by Dempsey is good. Keaton Dempsey. Now with 9 points in the first half, his first three. On the other end, Carson Splinter kicks it top of the key to Lawrence. Lawrence around the defender. Passes it back over. Far side of the court to Kelleher. Kelleher's double teamed. He's in trouble. Gets it to Splinter. Splinter drives in. Nice dish to Foley. He lays it up for two. Beautiful pass from Splinter to Foley there. He drew the D and then kicked it right at the last second. 31-24. Southwestern, minute 27 to play. First half. Fast-paced first half. Asherman, cross-court pass to Bossert. Now gives it up. Head of the wheel. It's stripped. Dempsey stolen by Splinter from behind. Another turnover on the Pointers. Three on the other end by Kelleher. Got it! Aiden Kelleher, second three of the half from downtown in the right corner. 12 points for Kelleher. 34-24, 10-point lead for Southwestern, under a minute to play. 53 seconds left here in the first half. Goran Bamstead. Top of the key, stops his dribble, passes it off to Ashelman. Ashelman pass inside to Keaton Dempsey. Now from the corner for three. Dempsey answers back. Boy, both teams starting to heat up from downtown. 34-27. Southwestern on top with 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. Remy Lawrence dribbles into the corner. He's double teamed. Out to Foley. Now to Drew Martin. Corner three for Kelleher. No good. Ball tipped around. Ashelman comes up with it. He'll lay it up on the other end. That might be the final play of the first half. It is 34-29. Southwestern leading Mineral Point by 5. We've had a fast-paced, electric first half of basketball so far in this SWAL showdown between the second place and third place team in the SWAL, and of course the number 10 ranked team in the state in Division 5 Southwestern. They're leading 34-29 at halftime here on Extreme 107.1 and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We'll take a break. Our McNett Electric halftime report is next.
Hi, this is Christine Rowley of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23 Shellsburg.
You don't have to live with sinusitis, discomfort, and painful symptoms any longer. Trust the experience of ENT specialist Dr. Dale Chilson at Grant Regional Health Center, who offers innovative technology and the latest procedures, including CT-guided sinus surgery. Are you ready to find lasting relief from sinusitis to breathe easier? Call 608-723-2131 to schedule your appointment at our specialty clinic location in Lancaster today. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
In game 2.
Archie!
And welcome back. It is the McNett Electric halftime report. Our score at the break, is 34-29. Southwestern on top of Mineral Point in Swall Conference boys basketball. Halftime report is brought to you by Electric. Game also brought to you by at the River State Bank at First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. It's banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank at First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC.
One more for Allen here.
Game is also brought to you by Gorgon Funeral Services, caring for families since 1916. Gorgon Funeral Services in Dodgeville and Mineral Point. Ivy Construction, Inc., family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. That's Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point. We'll take a look at our scores from around the area. We have 3 big games on our Queen Bee radio stations tonight. Shoebox Scoreboard. Plus, we'll check out first half stats, that and more on the McNett Electric halftime report as it continues after this break. 34-29, Southwestern leads over Mineral Point on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin and Northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many.
For 10 US dollars. All right, Hayden, get a big run at this and throw with all your might. You got this.
Excited to welcome dermatologist Dr. Emily Weig, now seeing patients at Crescent. Dr. Weig provides expert care for rashes, acne, skin checks, and more. Close to home and easy to access. Appointments are available the third Wednesday of each month. And the best part, they accept Medicaid for these services. Call 563-690-2850 today to learn more or schedule an appointment. Crescent Community Health Center. Your health is their mission. In Game 3.
It is the McNett Electric halftime report here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our score, 34-29 at halftime. Southwestern leads Mineral Point in Swall Conference boys basketball. And our game is brought to you by Brian Steffes Construction, your local WIC building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. WIC Buildings, building your dreams, and Brian Steffes Construction expertise to work for you. All right, let's take a look at our Shoebox Scoreboard, the scores that we have so far. It's brought to you by the Shoebox of Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. And here we go. Halftime score, Dodgeville leads Lancaster 32-31. That game's over on 97.7 Country WGLR and also our YouTube stream tonight. Tyler Dictain is calling that one. Darlington leading Cuba City 13-9. That game is early still in the first half with about 9 minutes and 20 seconds left. So those are a couple scores that we have on the Shoebox Scoreboard. Our score, 34-29. Southwestern leads Mineral Point. And Swall boys basketball will have first half stats after this break here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 4.
Okay, one channel left. This is
Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know you can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Door. Check out our upcoming schedule at AM1590WPVL.com.
In Game 4.
Ball Welcome back. It's halftime. The McNett Electric halftime report rolls on. 34-29. Southwestern leading visiting Mineral Point in Swall boys basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. We'll take a look at first half stats in a moment. Our broadcast brought to you by TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch of Cobb and Platteville. Also, Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. And Krantz Auto Parts. Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full-service repairs on cars and light trucks. To Krantz Auto Parts. Krantz Hardware do it best in Fenimore. All right, let's take a look at first half stats. First for the Pointers, who trail 34-29 at halftime, leading the way. Keaton Dempsey with 12 points. 7 points for Aiden Patterson. Drew Ashelman with 5. 2 apiece for Thorin Bamstead off the bench, and Brylan Lee and Hudson Schroeder has 1 point at the free throw line. Mineral Point unofficially had them for 10 first half turnovers. Now for Southwestern leading the way. Aiden Kelleher, 12 points at half. Sam Martin off the bench with 8. Also 4 for Caden Demuth. 5 for Carson Splinter. 3 for Remy Lawrence. And 2 for Lucas Foley. And unofficially had Southwestern for 4 first half turnovers. Let's look at your first half stats. 34-29. Southwestern leading Mineral Point in small boys basketball. We'll wrap up the McNett Electric halftime report after this here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Hello, Mitch here from Kieler Family Dental. There's never been a better time to explore what's possible for you and your family at our 3 state-of-the-art facilities. From routine dental care to same-day crowns to clear aligners, veneers, and implants, we cover a wide spectrum of dental services. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specialists. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Could there be a better name? Auto Value Parts Stores. They aren't just about air fresheners or fuzzy dice. Auto Value Parts Stores are all about parts, auto parts, and advice. Pros who know auto parts with tons of tips when you need them the most. You want real value? Don't go to a place with a cute name. Go to Auto Value. Could there be a better name? I didn't think so. Your Auto Value Parts Store. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts.
In Game 5.
Time to wrap up the McNett Electric halftime report. Our halftime score, 34-29. Southwestern leading Mineral Point in Swall Conference boys basketball. Thanks to McNett Electric. They handle all your electrical needs. Call McNett Electric at Belmont, sponsors of our halftime show. Game also brought to you by Gary's Pest Control in Dickeyville. Gary's Pest Control salutes our local athletes. That's Gary's, over 40 years of professional friendly service. We're ready for second half basketball. 18 minutes on the clock. And the inbound pass taken by Remy Lawrence as the Wildcats begin the second half. He'll pass it off to Aiden Keller on the right wing. Back over to Lawrence. Lawrence has it. Now to Keller. Penetrates, dishes to the corner to Splinter. Back out to Kelleher. Just passing it around the perimeter, ball kicked by Aiden Patterson. That was actually a nice kick. It was like a soccer kick. He booted that sucker. Taking the inbound, it's Lawrence again. Double team. Back out to Kelleher. Gives it back to Lawrence. Kelleher. Gives to Lawrence. In the corner, Martin, open 3, he got it. Drew Martin downtown, his first bucket. Makes it 37-29. Southwestern on top, Mineral Point ball. Dempsey dribbling off a screen, top of the key. Passes it out to the right side. That is Patterson. Now to Ashelman. Long 3, top of the key. Drew Ashelman drains it. Fell down on the way back up the floor, but heck of a 3. He now has 8 points, his second three-pointer. 37-32. Mineral Point. Lawrence passes to the corner to Kelleher. Out to Splinter. Gives it back. Three-pointer off the side of the rim by Kelleher. No good. Rebound boarded up by Dempsey. In transition to Bossert. Back to Dempsey. Spin move. Gets it back out to Bossert. Now Ashelman, another deep three by Ashelman, and he got it. Drew Ashelman heating up. 3 threes now for Drew. All of them from very deep range. 37-35. It's a 2-point game now. Southwestern up. Here's a three on the other end by Martin. No good. Ball loose after the miss, and it goes out of bounds off of the pointers. I think Dempsey may be last to touch it. Nonetheless, it's Southwestern basketball. They'll inbound baseline left. Drew Martin to throw it in. Martin gets it into Remy Lawrence. Pass inside is stolen. Intended for Caden DeMuth, but it's picked off by Cole Ripp. Ripped it away. Patterson on the other end. Gives it down to Ashelman in the corner. Ashelman. Pressure. Shoots a three. Missed it. Rebound. Saved by Bossert. Back to Ashelman. Passes underneath. Ball hits the backboard. Back out to Ashelman. Rotates off to the right wing. And here comes the drive by Dempsey. The foul and one. That ties the game at 37. And now a chance to put Mineral Point ahead if Dempsey can hit the free throw. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Extreme 107.1. Free throw good. Dempsey puts Mineral Point ahead 38-37. 15-19 to go here in this second half. Still early in the second half. The Pointers have come out swinging. Remy Lawrence passes to the corner, and it's a turnover. He fires it a little bit too high and wide for Drew Martin to corral. Their 6th turnover unofficially. Now Mineral Point has the ball back. 38-37, Pointers up by a point. 15:05 to play, second half. Attacking, Dempsey in the lane. Ball knocked around, but Bossert corrals it. Out to Patterson for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound, this time boarded up by Dempsey. Dempsey in the lane. They draw the foul. 2 shots coming at the line. Caden DeMuth called for the foul. And Keaton Dempsey back to the line looking for more. 15 points already for Keaton Dempsey. Free throw is good. Rolls around and drops in. DeMuth subs out. He has 3 fouls now, so Caden DeMuth in a bit of foul trouble comes out. Sam Martin subs in for him. One more free throw. This one is good. Both of them fall in for Keaton Dempsey. Now has 17 points. 40-37, Mineral Point by 3. Southwestern basketball. Remy Lawrence into the corner. Drew Martin for 3. Got it! Second 3 by Drew Martin of the half ties the game back at 40. Southwestern, one of those teams that when they get hot from 3, anything's possible. Ashelman has it, top of the key for the Pointers. Passes it off to Patterson. Gives back to Ashelman. Now into the corner to Bossert. Bossert out on the right wing. Back to Keaton Dempsey. Now Patterson drives the lane. Spin move. Puts it up. Floater good. Nice touch by Aiden Patterson. 42-40. Mineral Point by 2. 13:50 to play. Electric atmosphere here in Hazel Green tonight. Wildcats, Pointers. Here comes a drive and a travel. It's on Carson Splinter. Another turnover on Southwestern. Will give the ball back to Mineral Point here, leading 42-40. Doran Vamstead off the bench checks in for the Pointers. Mineral Point up by 2, 42-40, 13:32 to play. Second half, Vamstead has it off the screen, dribbles to the top of the key and almost stripped away by Lawrence and then throws it away. Sam Martin with a steal. It has been a little while since Mineral Point had turned the ball over. They did there. Now Remy Lawrence has it out on left wing and just about throws it away, and he does. Well, Splinter actually threw it away, but he was trying to save an errant pass from Lawrence. Now on the other end, drive by Dempsey, no good. Put back is good. Hudson Schroeder's first field goal. He has 3 points. 44-40, Mineral Point by 4. Kelleher gives it back to Lawrence. Lawrence out to Splinter in the corner. Back out to Splinter. To Lawrence, top of the key. Gives it back to Splinter. He'll shoot a deep 3. Back iron, no good. Both of these teams will shoot from the parking lot. 44-40. Mineral Point by 4. 12:22 to play. Second half. Spin move. Dempsey. His pass, I believe it was a pass, is blocked. Now the ball poked free and stolen. Thorin Vamstead has it stolen in transition. Missing the layup attempt was Splinter. But now Remy Lawrence trails down the lane and lays it up. And a timeout will be taken on the floor by Southwestern. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 44-42. Mineral Point leads by 2. Game brought to you by People's State Bank. Personal, home, business, ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC. Also, Bouse Electric. Call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher at Bouse Electric at Lancaster and Fenimore. And Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer, Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, and at sloans.com. Game also brought to you by Brian Steffes Construction, your local Wick building dealer in Mineral Point, serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. Put Wick Buildings, your dreams, and Brian Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you. And Gorgon Funeral Services, caring for families since 1916. Gorgon Funeral Services in Dodgeville and Mineral Point. 44-42. Mineral Point by 2 over Southwestern, 12:02 to play. Second half. Asherman bringing the ball up the floor, being hounded by Ryder, defensive specialist, who just subbed in. Now Patterson drives in. He'll kick it to Vamstead for 3. Misses off the side of the rim, but a nice offensive rebound by Patterson. Patterson gives it back to Thorin Vamstead. Drives in, dishes it out, ball knocked loose and stolen. Here by Keller in transition. Ryder, layup, good! Great hesitation on the layup by Landon Ryder, otherwise his shot was going to be blocked. Tie game, 44 apiece. 11:20 to play, almost a steal. Splinter dives for it and calls timeout. That is the definition of a hustle play. You will not see better hustle from a basketball player than what Carson Splinter just did. He dove for it, he recovered the ball, and then was smart enough to turn around and call timeout while he was on the floor. Brilliant, brilliant play by Carson Splinter. Game brought to you by Apple River State Bank, First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. That level of effort and hustle, well, you can't, I don't know that you could teach that. That's a heart thing right there. Tie game, 44 apiece. Southwestern and Mineral Point. That shows you how bad you want it. Get the floor burns and fighting for, scrapping for everything. That's actually, I'm going to make note of that. Scrapper of the game on the postgame show. That kind of a play is emblematic of Scrapper to me, so we'll keep that in mind. Tie game again, 44 apiece out of the timeout. Southwestern basketball. 11:14 to play, second half. And Wildcats will inbound in front of their bench. Throwing it in is Sam Martin. He'll get it in to Ryder. Ryder gets it over to Splinter, back to Ryder. Rotates over to Martin. 1-3-1 zone D by Mineral Point. Pass to Ryder. Ryder looking to attack, drives, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Sam Martin, put back, no good. Wow, thought that was going to go, but it rolled out. Now we have a whistle and a foul. Martin was trying to tie it up and force a jump ball, but Bossert would not be denied. Caden DeMuth is going to sub in now for Southwestern. He does have 3 fouls, so DeMuth has to be a little bit cautious. He'll sub into the game for Aiden Kieler here. Still tied up, 44 apiece, 10:45 to play. By the way, the final score of their first matchup, they're just about ready to eclipse that. It was a 2-point game, 47-45. Mineral Point won that one back on December 12th. So we're already at 44 apiece here. There's a deep 3. It's no good. Fired up by Dempsey, but the rebound goes to the Pointers. Getting the board that time was Hudson Schroeder. Now rotates around to Patterson left wing. Bossert drives baseline. Here comes another baseline drive by Dempsey. Puts it off the window for 2. Keaton Dempsey having a big night. 46-44. Mineral Point by 2. 9:59 to play here in this second half. Splinter drives in, kicks to the corner. Martin for 3. No good. With the inside front of the rim popped out. Rebound at Mineral Point. Patterson pushes it up. Right side for the Pointers. Guarded by Splinter. Drives the lane. Floater. Missed it. Gets his own putback. That's blocked. Gets it again. That time misses everything, and the rebound goes to Caden DeMuth of Southwestern. The Wildcats come back. There's a reach-in foul on Patterson. Patterson's shaking his head. I don't know if he's frustrated with himself or disagrees with the call, but that was definitely the correct call. He totally reached in and committed a foul. Coach McGraw having a word with him as he subs out. Anyway, Southwestern ball. Wildcats have it. Remy Martin passes to the corner to Splinter. Does a jump stop in the lane, and it's tied up and stolen by Bossert. Unofficially the 10th turnover of the game on Southwestern, so they have nearly caught up to Mineral Point turnover-wise. I have 11 for the Pointers. Here comes a floater in the lane by Asherman. Missed it. Put back. Missed it again. Rebound this time. Boarded up by Lawrence. Lawrence in transition. Ball blocked out of bounds. Last touched, I believe, by Brylan Lee. And the Wildcats will inbound baseline. They do keep possession. Trailing by 2, 46-44, Mineral Point, 8:56 to play. Martin off the inbound. Gets it into Splinter in the corner. Now out to Keller. Keller drives in. Dishes it back to DeMuth. DeMuth drives in. Blocking foul called on Hudson Schroeder. That would have been the 4th on DeMuth had it been called an offensive foul. So he can breathe a little sigh of relief. If you're Mineral Point, though, I think you disagree with that call. Off the inbound, Remy Lawrence takes it. He dribbles back out to the top of the key. And he'll reset. Now passes off to Martin. That's Sam Martin. Back out to Lawrence. 8:35 to play. Kelleher to Martin. Back out to Lawrence. DeMuth trying to post up inside. Lawrence lost the handle for a second. Now a deep 3 by Splinter. Splash! It's good. 47-46. Southwestern on top. Ashelman pushes it up. Gets it to Bossert in the corner. He'll shoot a 3 but miss everything. Rebound taken by Splinter. Outlet to Lawrence. Almost stolen by Ashelman. Now DeMuth gets it, and he's fouled. Putting it up almost had the and one, but he missed the bucket. He will shoot 2 at the line. The foul is on Brett Bossert. Whew. This game is amped up. 47-46. Southwestern by a point over Mineral Point with 8 minutes to play. Free throw, in and out, no good by DeMuth. Caden DeMuth having I would call it frustrating game. Just 4 points for him. Missed the free throw there. Also has 3 personal fouls. Just hasn't been able to get it going, and you got to give credit to Mineral Point's interior defense. They have really made it difficult for him. Second free throw by DeMuth is good. So it's 1 of 2. 48-46, 2-point lead for Southwestern with 7:58 to play. Patterson has it near half court now for the Pointers. They bring off a screen. Stops his dribble. Passes out to Bossert. Bossert gets it back to Dempsey. Dempsey drives in, passes in the lane. Now gets it back out to Dempsey. Dempsey lost the handle, stripped by DeMuth. It's a turnover on the Pointers. Splinter in transition. He's fouled, I think, from behind by Dempsey, and it is Dempsey, the guilty party. That is the 4th team foul. First on Dempsey tonight, so he's not in any foul trouble. Inbound pass taken by Remy Lawrence of Southwestern. 48-46. Southwestern leads by 2, 7:22 to play. Martin gets it back to Lawrence. Back over to Martin. Cross-court pass, Splinter, another deep 3. That one's no good, but offensive rebound goes to Martin. Oh, and then he's picked off, tried to sneak a pass across, and stolen by Dempsey. Layup on the other end, good. Keaton Dempsey just having a monster game, ties the game at 48. Remy Lawrence for Southwestern, now to Kelleher, top of the key. 3, good. Third 3 for Aiden Kelleher. Southwestern back up, 51-48. Timeout taken on the floor. It's a full timeout by Mineral Point. We'll take a break as well. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6, Tricor Insurance works with leading insurance carriers like Auto Owners Insurance to provide honest and reliable service when you need it most.
For one, I want them to know that they're not alone. They know that no matter what happens when it comes up, that they can count on us to assist them through that process.
Tricor and Auto Owners Insurance for your home, auto, and more. Visit TricorInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. We offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, providing stock, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
In Game 6.
Rob Spangler coming to you from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House broadcast booth. 51-48. Southwestern Wildcats lead the Mineral Point Pointers with 6:40 remaining here in the second half. It's Mineral Point basketball out of the timeout, taking the inbound. It's Aiden Patterson. Gets it out to Keaton Dempsey. Now on top of the key to Cole Ripp. He'll rotate it over to Bossert. Now Ashelman. Ashelman in the paint. Puts it up. Good, tough basket. That was a little soft touch floater. And it pulls Mineral Point within a point, 51-50. Southwestern on top. Ryder is double team, top of the key for the Wildcats. Now gets it to Drew Martin, and he throws it away. It's picked off by Keaton Dempsey. Layup, good. Keaton Dempsey is having a fantastic night. Another steal, this one by Ashelman. And it's turnover number 13 of the night on Southwestern, 52-51. Mineral Point leads by a point. Wildcats getting careless with the ball. Ashelman, 3, good! His third three-pointer. And now Mineral Point has taken a 4-point lead with just over 5 minutes left. Ryder is tied up. A jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors Mineral Point. Well, you can feel the momentum surge in Mineral Point's favor now. They have taken a 4-point lead here with 5:17 to play. They took some body blows from Southwestern, but now they're throwing haymakers in return. Ashelman brings it up for the Pointers. 55-51, Mineral Point on top, off the screen. Ashelman top of the key, and almost stripped. Great effort by Splinter. He's going to be called for a foul, but almost came up with a steal. Just, again, pure effort Carson Splinter plays with. 55-51, Mineral Point. Pointers inbound, far side. That was the fourth foul against Southwestern. Only 4 on Mineral Point, too, so not a lot of fouls. But I have a feeling down the stretch we may have a few more of those. 4:48 to play. Pass underneath. Ashelman, double team, triple team, throws it up anyway and draws a foul. Why not? You're going to get fouled. Go to the line. You can throw it up there, even if it has no prayer of going in. Foul is charged to Aiden Kelleher. That'll be his first free throw by Ashelman is good. Points for Ashelman. Second free throw is no good. Rebound taken by Martin. Sam Martin. Sam Martin gets it in the front court. Almost has it stolen, and he does. It's picked off. Stolen by Keaton Dempsey. 14th turnover of the game on Southwestern. Boy, the turnovers might be their undoing here down the stretch. Here's a dribble drive by Dempsey. And one. Keaton Dempsey. My goodness. $25 points for Keaton Dempsey. Having a just magnificent game here for the Pointers. They lead 58-51. He's at the line and hits. 3-point play complete. 26 points for Dempsey. 59-51. Mineral Point on top. 4:05 to play. Remy Lawrence, 3 on the other end. Grazes the rim, no good. Southwestern down 8 points. Going to need to get some stops defensively, but also hit some big shots. Now, they are a very capable 3-point shooting team, so they're not out of this yet. But Mineral Point certainly in the driver's seat right now. Ashelman, he'll drive the lane. Pull it out. Open 3 from Ashelman. He got it. Boy, you cannot leave him open. And he buried it. 62-51, now an 11-point lead for Mineral Point. Timeout taken on the floor. This is a full timeout. We'll be back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Having chronic knee pain shouldn't mean giving up the things you enjoy. Grant Regional Health Center's orthopedic team now offers the latest technology with robotic-assisted knee replacement surgery. This significant advancement combines the expertise of our surgical team with the precise accuracy of robotic technology. Innovative surgery, compassionate care, right in Lancaster. Learn more at grantregional.com/knee or call us at 608-723-2131. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
This is Mike Phillips, president of Mound City Bank. For over 110 years, Mound City Bank has been locally owned and proud to serve our communities. While other banks change ownership, our commitment to you stays the same. We're not changing, we're growing with you. With 6 convenient locations in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, Mineral Point, and Mount Horeb, Mound City Bank is proud to be part of your community. Call us today at 888-622-6069 and discover why we're proud to be here for you. Member FDIC.
In Game 7.
We're back from Southwestern High School in Hazel Green, Wisconsin. Wildcats of Southwestern hosting the Mineral Point Pointers right now. Mineral Point has Southwestern on the ropes, 62-51, 11-point lead for the Pointers. Mineral Point, or Southwestern rather, really needs to start hitting. They do draw a foul here as Remy Lawrence is double-teamed at the top of the key, and they call a reach-in on Dempsey. It's his second. Lawrence takes the inbound pass off the screen. Kicks it back to DeMuth. He'll shoot a 3. That one's no good. Rebound taken by Ashelman. Ashelman kicks it to Bossert. Gets it back. Back out to Bossert, back to Ashelman. Under 3 minutes to go. Patterson, he's fouled. Team foul number 7, so the bonus is now in effect. For 1 and 1, that'll put Aiden Patterson to the free throw line for Mineral Point. 9 points for Patterson. First half of the 1 and 1. No good. Rebound taken by Southwestern. Remy Lawrence has it. Right side. 2:45 to play. Gives it over to Kelleher. Back to Lawrence. Back to Kelleher. He'll spot and shoot 3. Missed it, but a foul is called. Is it on the 3? It is on, it is on the 3, and it's on Keaton Dempsey. So 3 free throws coming up for Aiden Kelleher. 15 points for Kelleher. First free throw is good. Well, Southwestern needs these points. Can make it an 8-point game if he hits all 3. He's got 2 of 3. 1 more. Sub comes in. It is Ryder checking in for Southwestern. He'll come in for DeMuth. Third free throw. No good. Rebound tipped around and exported up by Bossert. The Mineral Point will give it to Ashelman. Ashelman fouled by Keller. Back to the free throw line we go. This time it's Drew Ashelman. Ashelman is 1 of 2 at the free throw line tonight. First half of the 1 and 1 good. 1 more coming up. 10-point game again. Mineral Point on top of Southwestern, 2:28 to play. Second one, good. 64-53. Back to an 11-point lead. Pass underneath to DeMuth. Powers it up. Foul charge to Bossert. It's a blocking foul. 2 shots on DeMuth. Bossert clapping. I don't think he necessarily agreed with the call.
It was number 3. How can you screw that up?
Anyway, Caden DeMuth at the free throw line to shoot 2. First one, good. Back to a 10-point game. If he hits this, it'll be a 9-point game. This one, good. Landon Ryder back in off the bench for Dubuque. Kind of a defensive specialist. 64-55, Mineral Point leading Southwestern. Ashelman takes the inbound. Pressured by Ryder. Breaks the pressure. Passes it to Bossert. Bossert is fouled with 2:09 to play. They'll go to the free throw line to shoot the 1 and 1. It'll be the final time Mineral Point will shoot the 1 and 1 tonight, because that's team foul number 9 on Southwestern. Dubuque subs back in for the Wildcats. 64-55. Mineral Point on top of Southwestern, 2:09 to play. Pointers trying to hold off the Wildcats. The first free throw is good. First point of the game for Brett Bossert. One more coming up. Back to a 10-point lead for Mineral Point. This one in and out, no good. Rebound, Remy Lawrence of Southwestern. Passes it off to Splinter. Left corner, Kelleher. Kelleher will drive in. Now finds it to Lawrence for 3. No good. Rebound, boarded up by Keaton Dempsey. Back out to Ashelman. Passes it ahead to Patterson. Patterson looking to attack. Now gets it back out to Bossert. Back to Ashelman. 1:42 left. Splinter commits the foul. That'll put Ashelman at the line to shoot 2. Double bonus in effect. So this is where you salt the game away if you're Mineral Point. The first one is good by Ashelman. One more free throw coming up. 66-55, back to an 11-point lead. That one is no good. Rebound taken by Southwestern. Wildcats desperately need to score. Three-pointer by Kelleher is no good. Rebound, Sam Martin. Martin fouled in the paint with 1:24 left. Now, one thing you don't want to do if you're Mineral Point is commit fouls with a 11-point lead here. And their coach has given the international symbol for put your hands up, guys. No reach in. Coach McGraw. First free throw is good by Sam Martin. Martin had a great first half, 8 points. That's his first point in the second half. Second one is good, so he hits both. Back to a 9-point ball game. Mineral Point up with 1:23. Dempsey pushing it up, just about has it stolen, and he does. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors Southwestern. 1:15 left. Remy Lawrence bringing it up for the Wildcats. Passes it right side to Martin. Now over to Splinter. He'll shoot a 3. No good. Rebound put back by Martin is good with 1:03 left. We have a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. 58 seconds left, 66-59. 7-point ball game. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 8, Fuller's Milker Center and Gia have the management tools you need to keep your dairy's profitability at your fingertips 24 hours a day. From many choices of reliable electronic ID to effective time-saving sort gates to the state-of-the-art Carey Plan C21, monitor and control your parlor systems as you manage your whole herd. Contact Rose Milker Center, LLC, your Dia dealer in Lancaster and Richland Center for details on the latest ID systems and sort gates that can help your dairy's efficiency, putting you and your cows in the fast lane.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Pikeville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Watch live and archive H&M Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lady Center Monroe High School sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 8.
Out of the timeout, Mineral Point ball, but it looks like they turned it over. Went through Drew Ashelman's hands. That'll be a turnover on the Pointers out of the timeout, 66-59. Mineral Point by 7 with 56 seconds left. Inbound taken by Remy Lawrence. Well, Southwestern knows what it needs to do. They need to score, and they need to stop Mineral Point from scoring. Keller, 3. Top of the key! It's a 4-point game now. Ashelman fouled with 40.6 seconds left. Right at the scorer's table, he'll shoot 2. You know, the one guy you don't really want to foul is Drew Ashelman. He is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Actually, no, I take that back. He's 4 of 6 from the free throw line. First free throw is good. He's a heck of a player, is what he is. One more free throw coming up. That one's good. So Ashelman hits both, which makes it a 6-point game. 68-62, which is a 2-possession ball game and another full timeout taken. We're going to keep it here. Because this could get a little wild and woolly. We don't want to miss anything. 2 threes, and Southwestern certainly capable of doing that, and they will tie the game up. But the key is not giving Mineral Point any more points, and if they keep fouling, especially Drew Ashelman, he is pretty money from the line. Let's thank some of our sponsors. They include Apple River State Bank, First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. Game also brought to you by Ivy Construction, family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate excavation company, serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point. Out of the timeout, Southwestern has the ball, trailing by 6. 68-62, 40.6 seconds left. Easy to do the math. 2 3-pointers would tie it up. So a 2-possession game. And Southwestern certainly a 3-point shooting team. We'll see if they can do it. Would be an epic comeback if they do. Remy Lawrence passes back to Splinter. He'll drive the lane. Lost it. Reverse layup. No good. Ball tipped around. Boston gets it. And now Ashelman in transition is fouled with 26.3 seconds left. And now Ashelman can really just put this thing away. Two shots. He just needs one to make it a 3-possession game. The first one, though, is no good. All right. Well, this is the key free throw right here. If he hits this, it's a 3-possession game. And with 26.3 seconds left, it's pretty tough. And he does. That may be our turning point. 69-62. Back on the other end, Keller for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Lawrence. He'll put up another 3 from the corner. He got it. 14 seconds left. 69-65. 4-point game. Foul. Guess who? On Drew Ashelman. I mean, Mineral Point aren't stupid. They know who to get the ball to. Drew Ashelman, with the game on the line, that's the guy you want on the free throw line. That foul, by the way, was the 5th on Caden DeMuth. He has fouled out. Drew Martin subs in for him. And again, 2 shots at the line here for Ashelman. He hits the first. 70-65. It's a 5-point game, a 2-possession game with 11.1 seconds left. It's theoretically possible for Southwestern to come back, but it's darn near impossible. Second free throw is good. 6-point game. Pushing it up. Kieler, pull up 3 from the parking lot. No good. It goes out of bounds off the head of Cole Ripp. It'll stay Southwestern basketball with 5.2 seconds left. They need to shoot off the inbound. They do. Splinter for 3. Missed. That should do it. Put back by Kieler is good at the buzzer. I think the basket counts. It doesn't matter. So 71-67 is the final score. A come-from-behind win for the Mineral Point Pointers, and they get the season sweep of Southwestern. Hard-fought game and a big-time comeback for Mineral Point. Again, 71-67, the Pointers win over Southwestern and Swall Boys basketball. We'll be back with our Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show coming up next. You're on Extreme 107.1, WPVL-FM Platteville, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 9.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
It seems like the cost of everything is going up, so it's nice to save a little dough when you can, especially for something you love to eat every day. Before I go grocery shopping, I print out a coupon for $1 off any Country Hearth, Village Hearth, and Artisan Hearth bread product. My favorite is Dakota Style 12 gram, and my wife's breakfast go-to is a toasted Village Hearth English muffin. We can save $1 on each. Go to countryhearthbreads.com/coupons and print 1 or 2 out before your next shopping trip. And don't forget, Country Hearth, Village Hearth, and Artisan Hearth bread products are baked locally and delivered fresh daily.
In game 9.
Welcome back to the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Final score tonight, 71-67. Mineral Point, a come-from-behind win over Southwestern in Swall Boys basketball. Game brought to you by Ryan Steffes Construction, your local Wick building dealer, and Mineral Point serving all of Southwest Wisconsin since 1996. But Wick Buildings, your dreams of Ryan Steffes Construction's expertise to work for you. Game also brought to you by Apple River State Bank, First Community Bank of Galena, where you'll always find local bankers making local decisions, meeting local needs. It's a banking experience you won't get anywhere else. Apple River State Bank and First Community Bank of Galena, member FDIC. We'll take another time out on the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. We'll come back with scores on the Shoebox Scoreboard. We'll also have our final postgame statistics, and we'll hand out awards, all next on the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. 71-67 Mineral Point over Southwestern. And boys basketball action in the Swall here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Contact Russell Law Offices for local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Offices in Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington.
Streaming on this Queen Bee radio station is powered by Cunis, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Platteville. The Cunis Service Department cares for all makes and models. Open Monday through Saturday with shuttles and loaner vehicles available too. Head to Cunis in Platteville.
In game 10.
And welcome back. It is the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show. Final score tonight, 71-67. Mineral Point knocks off Southwestern in Swall boys basketball. Pointers improved to 11-3, 6-1 in Swall play, and maintain their hold on second place behind Darlington, who's unbeaten in Swall play. Southwestern falls to 13-4, 5-3, and remains in third place in the Swall Conference. We'll take a look at post-game stats here coming up in a moment, but first, let's take a look at the Shoebox Scoreboard, brought to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. That's the Shoebox in Black Earth. Final score, Darlington defeats Cuba City tonight, 66-47. Also, what do we have? Looking. Lancaster leading Dodgeville at last we heard 50-48, but there was a lot of time left in that one. That's over on 97.7 Country and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Those are the only scores we have to share with you right now on the Shoebox Scoreboard. We'll take another break, and we'll have post-game stats. Those are next here on the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show. 71-67, Mineral Point over Southwestern boys basketball here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame 3 minutes.
I'm Todd Mitchell, Vice President, Retail Lending Officer at Mound City Bank in Platteville. Are you ready to start building that dream home you've always wanted? We'll be there for you through the entire process, from securing the loan when you find the perfect property to managing your construction loan. We keep the process moving so you can focus on making memories. Contact us at Mound City Bank at 888-622-6069. And let's get working on making your dream a reality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the hygiene brand of products, as well as other dairy hygiene products. Make your operation more efficient and profitable, and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and FullersMilkerCenter.com.
It's time for the Tri-State Roofing postgame show. This is Ben Baker, owner of Tri-State Roofing, LLC. Did you know we can take care of your roofing projects during the winter months? Tri-State Roofing uses reliable, long-lasting products that can be effectively applied in harsh winter temperatures. See our team for ice dam removal, gutter cleaning, and heat tape installation. Tri-State Roofing is fully insured, and we offer free estimates. Call Tri-State Roofing to fix your winter roofing issues.
It's the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. Rob Spangler with you from Hazel Green tonight. Southwestern Wildcats fall on their home court to Mineral Point. 71-67 is the final score. And let's take a look at the final numbers. First, we'll start with Southwestern. Leading the way for the Wildcats, Aiden Kelleher, 22 points. He had a total of 4 3-pointers in the game for Southwestern, led all scorers for the Pointers. Also, 12 points for Sam Martin off the bench, 8 of those in the first half. 8 points apiece for Remy Lawrence and Carson Splinter. Caden DeMuth with 7. Drew Martin has 6, and Lucas Foley with 2 off the bench unofficially. Had Southwestern with 14 turnovers for the game. Now for Mineral Point leading the way, Drew Ashelman. He did a lot of damage tonight, 27 points to lead all scorers, and really sealing the game late at the free throw line, salting it away. Also, Keaton Dempsey with a big game, 26 points for him. And then 9 for Aiden Patterson. And after that, a huge drop-off. Just 3 for Hudson Schroeder off the bench, 2 apiece for Brylan Lee and Thorin Vamstead, and 1 for Brett Bossert. And that rounds out scoring for the Pointers. Unofficially had them with 13 turnovers for the game. Those are your final numbers. We'll take another break, be back to hand out the awards coming up next on the Tri-State Roofing LLC postgame show. 71-67, Mineral Point over Southwestern here in boys basketball on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame 2 minutes.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Adam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories, great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
Back to wrap up the Tri-State Roofing LLC post-game show as we hand out our awards tonight. Again, that's brought to you by Tri-State Roofing LLC. We'll start with our most valuable player, brought to you by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware in Bloomington and Platteville, and this one, no-brainer to me. Drew Ashelman leading all scorers with 27 points, but maybe making him even more valuable. And we talked about it during the broadcast. Late stages of the game, who do you get the ball to if you're Mineral Point? You get it to Drew. Why? Because if they foul him, he's going to the line, and he is going to make most of, if not all of his free throws. He didn't make all of them, but he made the majority, and he really sealed the game, salted it away at the free throw line, and again led all scorers with 27 points. That's Drew Ashelman, our MVP of the game, which leads into the Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. The final margin ends up being 4 points in this one, but prior to that last bucket by Aiden Kelleher at the buzzer, which really didn't count for anything other than adding points on the scoreboard. If you take those two off, it's all of a sudden a 6-point game. And why? Because Drew Ashelman hit 2 big free throws in a row to make it a 2-possession game once again and seal the game, seal the win for the Mineral Point Pointers in the final seconds. That is our Tricor Turning Point, brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance. Time to name our scrapper of the game as we wrap up. It's the West End Salvage Scrapper of the Game, player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out, trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. And I made a note about this player. He wasn't a leading scorer for either team, but just played with absolute heart and hustle, and it's Carson Splinter. There was one play that really emphasized it, and it was diving for a loose ball. It was in the first half. Not only did he get the steal diving for it, but he also had the wherewithal to call a timeout from his back. Just one of those pure guts, heart plays you love to see it. Carson Splinter is our scrapper of the game. And boy, that was scrappy. That's brought to you by West End Salvage, the player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage of Lancaster. Splinter also had 8 points on the night, including a couple big 3-pointers. All right, well, that will just about do it for us. Tomorrow night, we have just one game on our airwaves. It's girls basketball, Belmont at Barneveld, over on our sister station, 97.7 Country. And, of course, you can watch it on the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Saturday, a busy day, though. We have the Clash Wrestling from Richland Center starting at 9 a.m. on 97.7 Country and YouTube. And then we've got a triple header from Platteville. It's Galena versus Lancaster in boys hoops on Extreme 107.1 right here, starting at 2:30 Saturday. That'll be on YouTube as well. Dodgeville versus Cuba City from Platteville. That's on Super Hits 106 and YouTube at 4. And then at 5:30 p.m., East Dubuque in boys hoops takes on Platteville on Extreme 107.1 right here. That one just on the radio. And that is our schedule for the weekend, so a busy time of the year. Our final one last time, 71-67, Mineral Point over Southwestern in small conference boys basketball. Pointers get a stranglehold now on second place in the conference behind Darlington. They're 11-3 now overall, and 6-1 in conference play. Southwestern firmly in third. They fall to 13-4 and 5-3 in the SWAL. Well, that'll wrap it up for us tonight. For Extreme 107.1 WPVL-FM Platteville, Dubuque, Galena, I'm Rob Spangler, and our Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. You have a great rest of your Thursday night.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports Present.